Starting a business or becoming an entrepreneur can be very appealing, especially if you're looking to turn your passion into something that can generate income for you. However, it does take a certain kind of person to become a business owner. It takes someone who's willing to be a master of none. More on that in a moment. Hey, my name is Luke Sievers, and when I first started my company 19Pro, I really just wanted to make a living doing something that I was passionate about and that would allow me to be creative. So I'm really fortunate that I get to work with businesses and empower them through branding and web design and other services. But it's something that I really enjoy doing. But let me tell you that when I first got started, I knew nothing about business. Like, my background is in creative things like music and also in nonprofit work and ministry, but I was really clueless when it came to business. In fact, I remember that my roommate in college, he was getting his MBA, and I just remember thinking, man, that's gotta be the most boring thing ever. I can't even really imagine what those classes would be about.
To alleviate the effects of the Anyone?
So needless to say, it was a bit of a learning curve for me getting started with my business. But a few years ago, I read this book by Michael Gerber. It's called The E-Myth Revisited. And he brought up something that still kind of sticks with me today, where he talks about how a lot of people who start a business, they are technicians, meaning they're very great at their craft and their skill that they're building their business around, but they're often not entrepreneurs, meaning they're not visionary, and they're also not managers. He says that these are very important skills that you need in order to succeed in your business. So that basically means that you could be the greatest at whatever it is you're doing. Like, I could be the greatest designer, but if I don't have these other skills, I'm probably not going to succeed in my business. Well, for me, I may not have known very much about business, but I did have this going for me, and that's that I am a master of none. In high school and college, I was really into music. So I first started off in middle school learning the drums. And then shortly after that, I learned the acoustic guitar. Well, then I wanted to learn the electric guitar. And I dabbled in piano, mandolin, harmonica, percussion, bass guitar. Did I say harmonica? I was what you would call a jack of all trades, but a master of none. If I had dedicated all of my time and attention towards just one of those instruments, I could have been great at it. But instead, I was just satisfied being good or okay at a whole bunch of instruments. But as it turns out, this is the exact mindset that you need to start a business. You too need to become a master of none. And that's because it's probably just going to be you flying solo for a while. It seems a lot of us business owners just, we set up shop, maybe we have a storefront, and we already know that we're amazing at what we do, so we're just waiting for those clients or those customers to show up. But then, where are the customers? You have to go get them. And that means that somebody needs to do sales and marketing. You probably have no money because, again, you have no customers. So that's going to be you. You have to become a salesman. You have to learn how to market yourself. You become your own social media manager. You have to go out to networking events. And let's say that you decide that it would be important to utilize video to market your business. Well, now you need to learn how to shoot video, how to edit video. This is exactly what I had to do for my business. I don't really claim to be an amazing videographer, but I have learned the skills enough to shoot video and edit it so that I can produce these videos for my business. Okay, so let's say that you actually start to generate some money. Well, now you have to be your own bookkeeper. Maybe you have to manage inventory. If you're not a very organized person, maybe it means that you need to actually learn to be organized in your business. Learn how to manage your time and become your own boss.
I think that pretty much sums it up.
And maybe eventually you get to the point where you actually can hire someone or outsource some work. Well, now you need to be a manager and become a boss.
Now you have become the very thing you swore to destroy.
When you go into business, you really do have to become a jack of all trades. Now, do I say this to scare you? It's definitely important to count the cost. However, I believe that becoming an entrepreneur is one of the most exciting things you can do. Yes, it takes a lot of learning, a lot of hard work, but for me, that's been worth it because it allows me to do something that I'm very passionate about. But now let me share an important key with you about becoming a master of none. You don't need to be the best at everything, unless of course you plan on always working alone. You don't need to be the best marketer, the best salesman, the best bookkeeper. You just need to be good enough at these things in order for your business to see some growth. Then once you finally do see growth and you're generating enough income, then you can maybe think about hiring someone to take those things off of your plate. And the thing is, once you do finally hire someone, you're going to have enough knowledge of each of these facets of your business that you'll actually be able to know how to manage it and be able to assess if they're doing a good job. Some of the worst bosses out there are really the ones that have unrealistic expectations, but you've actually gone and done these different things, so you're gonna probably have a little bit more understanding. So finally, how do you become a master of none? It's really a matter of forming a new mindset of becoming a professional learner. I don't know about you, but growing up, I kind of always assumed that once I graduated or reached a certain age, the learning would stop. No, that's just not true. In fact, I feel like outside of the classroom is where I've done most of my learning, at least learning that was useful. I can't believe it's parallelogram season already. If you want to learn something, especially related to business, you really don't have any excuse. You need to become a professional Googler, Google-lite, person who Googles. There is so much free knowledge out there on the internet, and you can even just go on YouTube and search for a tutorial on how to do virtually anything. Also, I'd encourage you to be willing to invest money into furthering your education, and that can just be through books or online courses. It doesn't have to be expensive. But that is my spiel on why I think you need to become a master of none. But please let me know what you think about this. Have there been any specific skills that you didn't have prior to starting your business that you've had to learn or that you're learning right now? Please let us know by commenting below. If you did enjoy this content, be sure and hit that like button. Follow on IGTV, subscribe on YouTube. Also, I'm always looking for new topics to cover in these videos, so if you have any ideas or any questions you have, be sure and reach out to me through DM or by commenting below. And if you have any need for any branding or web design services, I would love to help you with that. Please reach out to me. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.